Peace and blessings, family. What's up? It's all the day. Jim is out there. Please live it. Don't sleep through this thing. Welcome back to another episode of The Pour Over, where we pour over into you some words of encouragement to not only get you through one of your days, but you know what we're trying to do? We're trying to get you through life, shouting. It's been a minute. Let's get through life. So what I want to talk to you guys about today is saying no is actually saying yes to your principles, right? Let me say that again for those of you who are in the back who are on your cell phones and you're not paying attention. Saying no is saying yes to your principles. So let me give you a quick example on what I mean by this, guys, man. So me being a performance artist by way of spoken word, I have had the opportunity to touch various stages throughout my life, and it has been a blessing to touch those stages. Whenever I get an invitation, I often ask where the location and where it's going to be at and all of that. That's saying it twice, right? But I often ask where we're going to be at and what time and all that other good stuff. And I rarely say no depending on things. But when I do say no, I'm not saying no because I don't want to be able to do it, but I'm saying no based upon my principles, right? But how strong are your principles when it does come to saying no? Because you will be tested on that no, therefore being tested on your principles. Give you an example. So there was this one location that I went to a few times, but it just did not feel right. It just did not match with me. It felt like in my mind, in my spirit, just I wasn't supposed to be there, even though I just wasn't supposed to be there. And what I was being asked to do, it just did not sit well with my principles, right? And so with that being said, I made up in my mind that no longer going to be at this particular location. No matter what the invitation, no matter the reason, I was not going to be present at this particular location anymore. And lo and behold, when I made that decision, of course, life has the tendency to test to see if you really about the life of the words that you saying. All of a sudden got phone call after phone call after phone call saying, yo, Sleep, we would like for you to come host. Yo, Sleep, we would like for you to be a part of at this particular location. And money's on the table. And we're not talking about cheap money either. But I said no because I wanted to say yes to my principles. I wanted to hold to the road. I lost money throughout that year simply because I stood on my principles. And that's the thing, guys. That's the thing. What are you willing to sell out for in the scheme of gaining a dollar, in the scheme of gaining somebody that could be a powerful networking connection with you, so gaining a friend, gaining some form of advancement? What are you willing to sell out within your principles in order to get to whatever that end goal is? Yes, I have an end goal. Yes, I would love to make money off of my art on a continuous basis, but at the same time, I want to be able to sleep at night. I want to be able to look in my family's face and know that the very principles that I teach them, I stand on too. I want to be able to walk out of my community and for them to know that I live on a base of integrity. And what is integrity? Integrity is just simply this: doing the right thing when nobody else is looking. How can I preach to you a gospel that I am not living by? How can I teach to you a principle that I don't hold myself? So if we're going to do this thing, and if you're going to be about the life that you claim to be about, then what I expect, what you should expect, is to live at that principle, even when you have to say no to the very thing that could get you to the next level, simply because your principles and your morals come first. Remember what the scripture says: bad company corrupts good morals. The more you say yes to something that goes against your principles, the more you're going to say no to your principles, and then eventually your principles will be wiped away. Much love and respect, guys. Y'all be safe out there, man. Peace.